Kelly Shaw, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. Derek and I started this organization in 2007. So we've been searching for Bigfoot seriously for about 11 years. Shortly after we started the organization, Brody and Jenny joined up to help us search for Bigfoot. Over the years, we've experienced a lot of weird and really neat things. Like we have found dozens and dozens of Bigfoot tracks over the years. We've documented many in our videos. We've casted several. We've even heard vocalizations. We've recorded vocalizations, and we've seen some pretty weird things. We've had some terrifying experiences where, like Jenny and I, we got bluff charged and harassed for a couple of hours while we were casting a footprint by an unseen creature, what have you. So we've had a lot of crazy experiences. One weird thing that keeps happening, and I'm heading into an area right now, it's on top of Montecristo. It's a 7-time Bigfoot sighting hotspot. I know 7 people that have had this Bigfoot sighting over the last 35, 40 years. Well, something really weird's happened at the same game camera. We keep 5 game cameras up here year around. We have the last 6 or 7 years. However, the last 4 years at one spot we've captured an orb twice. Actually, a couple of orbs on video. Now, I do not believe personally that Bigfoot and these orbs have any relation. However, it's strange enough, and now that it's happened twice over the last 4 years, I think it's interesting enough to show and talk about it. Now, these orbs have been captured on 2 different game cameras. 4 years ago, I had a wild game camera and captured it on video. And then 4 years later, just recently, captured it again on a stealth game camera. Even though it's captured on 2 different cameras, both these cameras were at the same exact spot, tied to the same tree and nearly set up in the same direction. The first set of orbs was about the size of a softball. And then when we captured it again just recently, I don't know, probably about the size of a 50-cent piece. And there's 2 orbs, and one of them's kind of moving around on one side of the orb, and then it eventually flips over to the other side of the orb that's holding still and starts moving around again. People have given me many reasons why this could happen, and none of them checks out. I've challenged everyone. You get a video, make a video, and you show me these orbs, how you explain them. One of the explanations is a piece of dew or sand on a strand of spider web. Well, I have found that spider web lights right up, and as a matter of fact, I will put spider web at the end of this video, a spider making a web, so you guys can see how it lights up, and then you can judge for yourself. And if you can debunk this, send me your video. I would like to see an explanation. See, here's the orbs from 4 years ago. These are the size of a softball. Now, I don't see any filament strand of a web at all here. And in my experience doing this, I've had game cameras for about 8 years. At nighttime, the filaments of a spider web just light right up. This is nighttime. Where's the web? There isn't any. Okay. Now up on the top right, you see 2 orbs up there. About the size of a 50-cent piece. Maybe bigger. It's on the one side and then eventually flips over to the other side. Yeah, where's the filaments of a spider web? Alright, and now this is the softball size. I'm showing you the couple of videos before we captured those orbs, and then the couple after, so you can see what happened before and what happened after. You know, no spider web. And really, any of you guys got an explanation? I don't want to hear about it. I want to see it. Send me a link to your video explaining how this happened and show me. I want examples if you guys can figure out how this orb was made. I don't want to hear the comments. I want to see examples. So I'll be more than happy to see links in the comments. The softball size orbs, we put those out 4 years ago, and people sent me lots of photos, this and that, trying to explain them off, and none of them checked out for me, and they were just photographs. I want to see video. You know, I'm not saying that this isn't something natural, but it is definitely weird. Okay, so you saw the stuff before that the camera captured before these orbs that are moving around, and you got to see a deer and its eye shine, you know, and a deer's eye is about the size of a boulder. You know, when you're a kid and you played marbles and the ones they call boulder, the deer's eyeball, in my opinion, is about the size of one of those boulders, and you know, this is like 5 times as big. Okay, and this is the next morning after those weird orbs were captured. And I'm sorry, there's nothing really here but birds, but I kind of want to show you guys what happened before and after the little orb ordeal. Okay, and now coming up is the orbs that we just captured recently. This is the video before we actually captured them, probably the night before. And then this is in the morning. And a deer, you saw the butt of a deer go by. That's what set the camera off. And so, you know, without the camera being triggered, I doubt these little orb thingies would have set the camera off. So we're really lucky that deer set it off so we could see this going on, whatever it is. And like I says, I don't think it has anything to do with Bigfoot, but it's weird. We captured it. You know, I'm not going to sit and ignore it because people think I'm weird because I have the video evidence. I mean, look at that. And then this is afterwards. This is the very next video later on in the day. Alright, so that was weird enough. And now I want to show you what we think was probably a meteorite that dropped down into Indian Canyon near Skinwalker Ranch. We captured it on dash camera. Jenny and I was heading out on a Bigfoot expedition and having to travel at night. And this thing that looked like the size of SUV, and I'm sorry, the dash camera just does not do justice what we saw with our eyes, but it had white sparks and green sparks and blue sparks coming off the end, kind of forming a tail as it dropped down and disappeared into Indian Canyon. And that video's coming up, and it's pretty neat, near Skinwalker Ranch. Keep an eye on the moon on the upper left-hand side. The burning object, the ball of fire that was sparking off a tail of like sparks. It didn't look like flames to us, but it comes into frame underneath the moon. And then when it disappears over a mountaintop. Here it comes real soon, just below the moon. There it is.
Thing just shot through the sky right in front of us. It was bright green and had white sparks coming out the back of it. It was green.
Well, my first guess is like a meteorite.
Yeah, it looked like a big, but it was.
Yeah,
green.
it had sparks coming off the back of its tail. It had a tail, so it's like a comet or a.
But it had white sparkly, like a sparkler. It wasn't like a normal.
I saw mostly the tail as it was going on the other side of the mountain.
I mean, when it came right in front of, right here on the other side of the window.
That's a Skinwalker Ranch over there.
It's in that direction, yeah.
That's in the direction of Skinwalker Ranch. We saw some type of a UFO.
It was green. Like
It was huge.
It was a bright green ball, the same color as like a lime lollipop with white sparklers coming out the back.
Yeah, I saw some blues and some greens and even some reds.
I didn't see
in
red.
that. I saw a little bit of red. I don't know. We'll have to see what the video caught if it's on there.
Holy
Please, I hope we
crap.
caught it.
It was pretty high in the sky. I doubt this got it.
Make sure you watch to the end of this video. I'm going to put spider webs so you guys can see how those light up, and you guys can judge for yourself how we may have captured those orbs.